Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, my secondary students. Welcome to a new lesson today, which is 4B reading on page 60. Before we start, as usual, we will start with what we'll learn today. We will learn to discuss telepathy, to practice in listening for gist, to practice in scanning for specific information, to practice in identifying word meaning from context. So this is about reading for B. We will start with A. We have here discuss. What is telepathy? Have you ever heard about this word, telepathy? Telepathy, when you use your, you can communicate with someone else by using your mind without words, even you are in distance. So you can communicate with someone else by using your mind. This is telepathy. Have you heard or read about people who can communicate, can exchange with someone else by using their mind? They're using their thoughts and feelings? For me, I have read actually that twins can do that. Twins, like here, this picture, we can see here, these two boys are twins, born at the same moment from the same parent. These are two twins. Okay, let's move to B. What's the title of this text? Twin minds think alike. Do you think twin minds think alike, similar, the same way? Okay, read the text quickly and answer the question below. Let's read the question first. Who did the writer write the text for? For whom? Who did the writer write the text for? Professionals in the field of psychology, study of mind, psychology, twin brothers and sisters, the general public, for all people, or people with telepathic abilities. They can communicate using their thoughts and feelings. Let's read first and answer the question, who did the writer write the text for? Twin minds think alike. Telepathy is the ability to communicate with someone else by using your mind. The communication could include part of anything from transferring thoughts, feelings. You can pass your thoughts, feelings, or other kinds of information. There are 3 groups that are thought to have telepathic abilities. Telepathic abilities. The first group is some animals and their owners. They can communicate with feelings and thoughts. Someone has a cat or a lion, he can communicate without telling any letter or word. The second group here is a mother and her newborn baby. This is the second group, a mother with her newborn baby. And the third group is identical twins. Identical, who born at the same moment from the same parent. Of these groups, twins have the strongest telepathic connection. Scientists believe that this is true because identical twins share the same brain waves. Identical means it's the same exactly. Twins share the same brain waves, which allows both of them to experience and feel things at the same time, even when they are not in the same place. Many studies have been done related to the phenomena. What's phenomena? Phenomena, these things happen in nature and hard to understand. Of the twin psychic connection. This is communication, here using mind. But a 2003 study that took place in London TV studio puts to rest many doubts. Doubts here, you think it's not true. People may have of the existent means here is really there. Existence means is really there of a twin telepathy. 8-year-old Damien and Richard Bowles, they are two boys, brothers, they are twins. Damien and Richard Bowles sat in separate soundproof. What's soundproof? Rooms. We can use here this items here to cover the walls so you can't hear anything outside the room. So separate soundproof rooms in the studio. Richard was told to roll up his sleeve. What does it mean, roll up his sleeve? Look at this man. What he is doing now, he is roll up his sleeve. And put his arm into a bucket of ice water. He gasped from the shock. He gasped means he breathed suddenly, like this icon. He breathed suddenly. He gasped from the shock of the cold. Meanwhile, at the same time, Damien, who was in his room and unaware, means here he didn't know what's happening, of what was happening to his brother, also gasped at the same time. When his brother gasped here, he gasped also at the same time. Damien was attached, was connected to a polygraph machine. What's a polygraph machine? Actually, it is a machine. This one, it is a machine connected to one of the brothers here, one of the twins, and we have here like a diagram to tell us, is he telling truth or not? So here, Damien was attached, connected to a polygraph machine, which monitored his breathing, stomach muscles, pulse, and the amount of sweat. What's here? We can see this is the heart, pulse, the beating of the heart, and the sweat. Look here, we can see sweat. So this machine here monitored, check his breathing, stomach muscles, pulse, and the amount of sweat on the palms of his hands, the inside of his hands. Professional polygrapher Jeremy Barrett was recording the results, analyzing them. Neither Damien nor Barrett knew that was going on the other room at any time during the experiment. So when this happening to the Richard, The examiner and his twin, Damien, don't know what's happening in the other room. In the next experiment, Richard was asked to open a cardboard box. A cardboard box, we can see here. This is a cardboard box placed in front of him. Instead of something pleasant like chocolate in the box, a plastic snake jumped out at him, frightening him. Barrett said that at that exact moment, Damien showed signs of distress through his heart rate and pulse line. Even they are in separated rooms, we have the same feelings between the two twins. There are many other stories of examples like this between twins. Two young girls, one at a friend's house and one at home. So we have girl twins, one at friend's house, the other at home, are a good example. The young girl that was at home burnt her hand. She burnt, it's the past of burn, she burnt her hand. At the same moment, the other girl developed the same kind, start having the same kind of blister in the exact same spot, location of her hand as her sister. Another example is a man who collapsed, means he fainted in a chair, clutching, holding tightly his chest in pain at the exact moment his twin brother had an accident more than 30 miles away. There are, or there may never be definitive, it is not final evidence that all identical twins have telepathic powers. But there is enough evidence to suggest that this kind of psychic connection is possible. So let's go back to our question here. We have, who did the writer write the text for? Is it for professionals in the field of psychology? Is the text for them? No, it can't be for them because the text is so easy. What about B, twin brothers and sisters and people with telepathic abilities? Actually, no evidence that B and D in the text can be the right answer because the text is not scientific and it's not related to the brothers and sisters. It is for general public, for all people to know what about this phenomena. Twin minds think alike. Let's move to C. Read the text again and answer the following questions. We have 5 questions. Let's do it together. Number 1, according to the writer, telepathy, is it A, is the ability to use your mind? Based on text, is the ability to use your mind? Or B, has to do with how people feel in stressful situations? Here, in conditions that make you feel stress. Or C, is a form of communication of thoughts and feelings. D, is the strongest psychic connection between twins. Using minds here, using my psychic connection, using minds. So, based on the writer, telepathy is a form of communication of thoughts and feelings. So here it is C. Number 2. Why do scientists believe that twins have the strongest telepathic connection? Why? Let's go back to the text here. Scientists believe that this is true because identical twins share the same brain waves. So, is it A, because they have the same experiences? Or B, because they are usually in the same places? Or C, because their brains control their feelings? Their brains, they can see and feel, control their feelings. Or D, because their brains work in a similar way. Why scientists believe strongest telepathic? Because their brains work in similar way. Let's move to number 3. What happened when Richard opened the cardboard box? When he opened, what happened? A, he was pleased, he was happy. B, he was disappointed, he was unhappy. C, he was scared. Or D, he remained calm, not nervous. What happened when Richard opened the cardboard box? He was scared, he gasped. Let's move to number 4. Damien and Richard. A, had similar reactions. B, knew what each other was doing. C, were attached to the polygraph machines. Or D, didn't believe they were telepathic. So what do you think about Damien and Richard, the twins? They, excellent, had similar reactions. Number 5, why does the writer mention the twin sisters and the twin brothers in the last paragraph? Why? What's the reason? A, to prove that all identical twins have telepathic powers. Or B, to show that twins can feel each other's pain. C, to show that both male and female twins are telepathic. D, to scientifically explain telepathy between twins. So why the writer mentioned the twin sister and the brothers? They have definite proof identical twins have telepathic powers. We have here about sister, one of them burnt, one of the men clutching his chest because of the pain. So to show that the twins can feel each other's pain. Here it is C. Is ability, form of communication through the feelings. Okay, let's move to the exercise D. Match the words highlighted in the text with their meanings A to H. There are 2 extra meanings which we do not need to use. So we have 1 to 6 and we have A to H. Here we have 2 extra meanings. Number 1, regarding means, regarding means, yes, excellent, it is concerning, related. Number 2, unaware. What about unaware? It is not informed. You didn't know, or he didn't know. 3, attached means connected. Yes, excellent, it is B. Number 4, monitorate. Monitorate here. What about it is checked? Excellent. When the machine checked their heart beating, stomach muscles, this is monitorate. Number 5, clutching. Clutching means it is holding tightly. When the one of the twins clutching his chest, so he holding tightly. Definitive, number 6, we have definitive means final. It is final here. So we have regarding, unaware, attach, reiterate, clutching, and definitive. Let's move to the last exercise for today. We have here discuss. Would you like to have telepathic abilities? Why and why not? Would you like to have telepathic abilities? For me, actually, yes, I wish I can, and I have telepathic abilities, maybe to communicate with others without using any machine, any telephone, just communicate them using my mind power. Do you think that the human mind has powers that are not fully used? Our minds has powers that are not fully used. We didn't use all the power of our minds. Do you think this phrase? According to me, yes. I think we just use a part of our mind and we can improve. Every day we have the scientists discovered new things about the mind. About this, yes, I think so. That's for today. For more information and lessons, you can visit Ain website and Twitter account. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.